Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Marvel Future Fight. It's been a while since our last video, but it's been a while since there's been an update, and just the other day we got a new update. I'm gonna call it the Odin update. As you can see, we got Odin in the game, but with this update, there came a whole bunch of characters from the Thor storyline. Lots of the main characters, not main characters, but kind of like his, I don't want to say his sidekicks, but kind of like the secondary characters out of the group. Some of the more popular characters, like, of course, Odin. I'd say he's the biggest one that's out there right now, but today we're taking a look at one of the new characters. It's not Odin. Don't have him yet. He's a little bit harder to get, unfortunately, but the character we're taking about, it's actually a character, I'll be honest, I've heard of this character, but I don't know this character much, so I don't know what to expect going in. I haven't seen what she can do yet, but we're gonna check her out right now. Today we're checking out Hela. Mouth wasn't moving. My mind was going, but mouth wasn't moving. She sounds like, I believe she's some kind of like I don't know, I've heard of somebody being called like the Queen of Darkness or something to that effect. Like I said, I don't really know anything about this character outside of, when it comes to Thor, outside of his main group. I don't know much about the characters there. Like, I'm still doing like a whole bunch of research on Marvel and DC and that kind of stuff, but the Thor part of the Marvel universe, that's one I'm not as much into. Like, I'm not too crazy about Thor as a character. I mean, he's super powerful. He's got lots of super powerful allies and that, and like companion characters and that, but it's one part of the franchise, I don't know, I'm just not that much into, but we are going to be checking out this character again. I don't know what to expect. I don't know much about this character at all, but one thing I can say with this update, there are a lot of universal characters. Well, I mean, not a lot, but it's mainly either universal or combat class for this character. There's one speed character and one blast character, and the one blast character you have to pay for, which sucks because that's Enchantress, and it's But anyway, off of them, on to Hela. We're gonna check her out. Overall, what I can say though, when it comes to the costume, that I do love the green. Her head hat, dress, headpiece, I don't know what you want to call that thing, does look very cool. She looks very threatening, but at the same time, it doesn't look like it'd be very helpful in battle, though. But at the same time, a lot of these guys, like the Norse gods and that, got some crazy headwear going on there. But I love the green color. When it comes to her actual, like the suit, not the cape, but like the suit's got lots of design in there. I do like it. It's kind of shiny. I like that. And again, big cape, big... to make her cape look bigger from the back, she's got those like extension pieces coming from her shoulders and that, to make her, I guess, look more broad-shouldered from behind. I guess maybe so people won't think that maybe it's a woman from behind, maybe think it's a male, and that they're to be more threatened. I don't know, but she definitely does look a bit menacing. I mean, yeah, she looks evil. I believe this is basically a bad guy character or a bad girl character. But I don't know what to expect. Ooh, just that one animation there looked like it'd be a very cool attack. So I don't know what to expect from this character. But like we normally do, let's go over the stats. Oh, I just got a message. Go away. Go away. Go away. Anyway, you can see what I've been what I've been doing. Go away, damn it. Alrighty. Message gone. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Awkward moment. Anyway, this is Hela, a universal character. This is the modern version of Hela. This version is the rank 2 level 20 version. Energy attack 695, physical defense 510, energy defense 548, health 2071. She's got two abilities here. First one is command, apply to self, 30% decrease to co-op skill cooldown time. And the next is Pure Evil. Apply to self, 4% damage increase to hero types. And then we got some more, or the bigger details. Whoa! This is also something I haven't checked on here since the update. There is a lot more stuff on here. I just realized that I haven't seen this yet. Looks like we got, whoa, we got lots more information here, quite a bit. So I'm not gonna read it all over. I'll just go over here. Got here the general information here. Of course, 2-star Hela, modern type, universal type, species is alien, gender female, side supervillain, and then there's those same abilities. But yeah, I'm just gonna pop through here. If you want to pause the video and read this over, by all means do so, just because it seems like there is so much here. This is the first time I've actually seen this. I'm not going to go over it for this video. I'll try and work it into my future videos, at least do a abbreviated version of this, but I just noticed this, and there is a lot of stuff, but yeah, that's the first time I've clicked on that button since the update. But I mean, it does look very cool. You do definitely get an in-depth version of everything, but it looks like the overall effects of everything on this main page. So I guess that's not too much. But if you want to do like specifics in that, you can definitely go into the different areas there. But what else do we have to go over here? We have skills. Actually, we're gonna hold off on skills and go to the gear first. First off, we've got Death Touch. Alrighty, she sounds like she's gonna be cool. Death Touch. Ups energy attack, all-around attack, and even more to the energy attack. And then we've got Royal Armor, ups all-around energy defense, and then all-around defenses. Next, we got Green Cape, no kidding, ups dodge and health. And then we've got Horned Crown, ups critical rate, critical damage, and attack speed. And then now we are going to go into her skills. Well, because this is the 2-star, when we actually go into battle, we're only going to have access to these first 2 attacks, but when we go into the skill preview, you get to see all of the different attacks. But first up, we've got Fires of Hell, energy attack 96% energy damage, add energy damage 71, cooldown time 6 seconds. Next is Night Sword Stab, apply to enemy, all resistance minus 20% reduction, all attacks minus 10%, all damage minus 10%, energy attack 112%, energy damage, add energy damage 142. So that stuff sounds like it's added to Hela, not the opponent. Next, we got Merciless Queen. This sounds like an interesting one. Summon an illusion that has 45% of summoner's stats. Energy attack 129%, energy damage, and add energy damage 142. Next, we got Death's Embrace. Wow, this character sounds really cool. Again, I've heard of her. I think I've actually seen her in. I think I saw her in. It was in Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes or something like that. It was in a TV show from a few years ago. Now I think I know where I've seen her. Anyway, back to this. We got Death's Embrace. Apply to self. 20% increase to all attack and defense of summoned characters. 20% increase to HP health, and 20% duration increase of summoned characters. Next, the 4-star ability, Night Sword's Glow. We've got apply to enemy, reduce all debuffs, effect used by the hero by 25%, and decrease duration by 30%. Reduce all effects of all buffs by 25% and decrease duration by 30%. Energy attack 90%, energy damage, add energy damage 71. And then we've got Goddess of Death. Apply to enemy, bind for 3 seconds, energy attack 140%, energy damage, and add energy damage 142. The passive ability or the hero advance, or like would be the tier 2 ability is Throne of Niflheim. Apply to itself, guaranteed dodge plus 25% increases all debuffs effect by 25%, and the leadership ability is Gathering of the Dead. Apply to all team members, energy attack plus 7.5%. And I'm just gonna go, this doesn't have any other uniforms. So with that, what is this? We got best condition effect. And so that looks like that's something that's with all characters. So with that, we've read about all of her attacks. Let's go view them in the skill previewer. And then afterwards, we will take her into battle. First, because we don't have access to all the attacks, we're going to go into the skill previewer. That way, we at least get to see the attacks and can possibly get a rough idea of how the character will do in battle. Let me actually take her into battle to see what she's like. Because sometimes, I've had characters before where they look really awesome in the skill preview, and they actually turn out to be not a very good character. So let's see what she is like. I like the you know what? I thought she was gonna stay floating. That would have been so cool to have a character just floating all around. I don't think we have any that float. Well, then again, Jane Foster, she kind of throws her hammer, and she kind of goes behind it, but that's not quite floating. So I don't know, but let's zoom in. There she is. She definitely looks like a cool character, but let's go see what she can do. Let's go see what her general attack is here. We got green laser beams. That looks cool. I like the when it hits them, it's kind of got that, I guess, blast radius over there. So, general attack, to me, looks very cool. I don't know. Let me know what you think let me know what you think about all of her attacks and the character in general in the comments below. But, I mean, to me, she looks like a cool character. So, let's go see her first attack. I believe this one is called Death's Touch, if I remember right. This will be interesting. Here we go. Ooh, I think that was that little animation we saw when I first tapped on her. But let's go again. So the 2 blasts and then 1 big blast. Definitely looks cool. I like kind of like the emerald green attacks to the character. Usually it's kind of like a yellowy or an orange or a blue with most characters here. This one's an emerald green. I do like the coloring. It looks very cool. But let's go second attack now. Again, these names I don't quite remember them, but let's go second attack. Whoa, hold on, screen's glitching out on us. Let's bring the AI in closer, and let's try that again. So it looks like, so you can see there, she does create that circle on the ground, kind of like the Doctor Strange characters, but it looks like she kind of leaps forward, kind of like, you kind of see like, it's almost like a streak, the little picture there for number 2. Looks like she moves forward. She moves forward, yeah, and then does some blasts, and then hits them with, looks like a punch, and then like a sweeping kick is the last attack. But there is the second attack. Let's go third attack now. Ooh, whoa, drawing in, people. Whoa, that is a cool attack. I like that one. That is very cool. These guys stick around for a long time. Ooh, and their exit. Wow, this is a cool one. So yeah, so do that again. Summoning, so she goes down in a big explosion, and then she summons these warriors. I'm not sure who the warriors are, but she looks very cool. I do very much so like that attack. So, very cool. I want to do it one more time. It tells you actually how long they stay. So it looks like they stay for 12 seconds, which is very cool. Very much so like that attack. That is one that if we can once we get her to 3-star, I will be excited to have that attack because it looks very, very cool. Let's go over to this group of guys here. Let's do the 4th attack. Whoa, did she bring out a sword? Well, you can see there's kind of 2 like beams, or one kind of coming up from the ground, one going down to the ground. We'll play that one more time. Up, down, and then she's got like some giant sword or swords, or like multiple swords. That looks very cool. It looks very powerful. Yeah, so that looks like it's going to be a very cool attack. So far, looks like it's going to be a good character, but then again, like I've said, you don't quite get the same kind of effect in the skill preview as you do in the actual battle when it comes to these characters. So we're going to go for the last attack now, number 5. Here we go. Let's see what this can do. Whoa! Oh, we got that at a bad angle, but look at there's giant swords in the ground. Holy smokes, let's see that again. Look at those swords. That is cool. I'm going to do that one more time. Let's get, no, don't hit him. I want you to hit these guys over here so we can get the best view possible. Yeah, so it looks like she draws over those swords, and then she's moving around like crazy, so that looks like a very strong attack. When it comes just from the looking at her in the skill previewer, I am excited to have this character. So, I don't know, let me know what you think about her in the comments below. Like I said, so far, first impressions, she looks very cool, but we'll see what happens when we take her into battle, which is where we're going right now. But yeah, first impressions, looks good. Again, like I've said, in battle, things can be very different. Because I believe in the skill preview, of course, all stats are maxed out. Whereas, at least right now, she's not going to be maxed out. But I'm going to go way back here because she's at a much lower level. See what the villain level is. And we'll go a little bit lower because she is only at level 20 at the moment. So, we'll go for... go for a level 17. We'll change our team here. We'll swap her out for Jane Foster. I want to keep Hulkbuster, of course, and Moon Knight. They're my number 1 and 2. But let's go here, swap in Hela, and put her in our number 1 spot. Let's take her in and see what this... I don't know if she's a goddess, or she's like some, like, Hell Queen, or what. Looks very cool, though. From, like, just, again, like... I've said this a whole bunch of times already, but yeah, I don't know much about the character, but from just from a game perspective, what she's like as a character, good first impressions. Definitely looks like she could be a very powerful character. But of course, the ultimate test is her in battle. Let's go. So, one thing I'm going to say about this first attack is definitely has some range on it. However, it's a very fine point, so you really got to aim with these guys. But, oh, I wonder if we can hit them from... You know what, we can't hit them from there, but let's see how many... Yeah, so we can hit a decent amount of guys. And for... When it comes to damage that she inflicts with this, with her regular ability, looks like... I mean... Of course, these guys are a couple levels lower than her, but roughly that's where you want to be when you're going in battle. You want to be a couple levels higher than your opponent, or roughly the same, so she can do a decent amount of damage, I would say. I mean, overall, she's taking out the guys in a couple hits, so that is always a good thing. So, comes to first attack, good, very good attack, I would say, so far. But let's go, that was her basic attack. Let's check out her first attack now, though. It looks like we just annihilated a guy. Let's check out her first attack here. Alrighty, she took out multiple people with that attack, so that is very good for a character. But let's just go in a circle here, loop all these guys around, and then come around for second attack. Whoa, she's taking out these guys left and right. So... what do I have to say about the character so far? Good character. I actually do quite like this character so far. But let's go Black Widow. Not the ultimate test, but the boss battle test. Let's just hammer her. Let's go. Pew 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 pew. Lasers, lasers. Die. You think you're the baddest woman? Oh dang it, we're dying here. Okay, you're annoying. Ooh, there was the sword again. Death's touch. Let's go. Uh-oh. We're dying. We're dying. We're dying. Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Ooh, we beat her already. I was gonna get her away so we could try and swap for the closing screen. What's her closing screen? Oh, she looks cool. She's showing she's all powerful. But there we go. There she is in battle. I'm actually, in a way, kind of surprised. Part of me was expecting to just be like, oh, right, so in skill previewer, she doesn't look like she was going to be a very good character. Just, well, visually, yes, but, you know, like I said, I've experienced characters where they look good in the skill preview, however, in actual battle, they're not a very good character. However, this time, I was pleasantly surprised. Looked good in the skill preview, looked good in battle, felt good. I don't know, it's kind of weird kind of say, like, I mean, in the end, this is a tablet, but, you know, like, when you're playing a character, you know, I don't know if it's a mind game or what, but if they're a bigger character, you feel heavy because they're a heavy character, you feel powerful because they're a powerful character, stuff like that, but just in general, she felt right playing with her, so I would say she's a very good character, and I am interested in getting her ranked up, but, yeah, so once again, good first impressions. Would recommend getting her if you can. To get her, well, just to all around get her, she's 20 biometrics to get her. She is, like, when you get her starting rank is a 2-star. Most of the new characters in this one are 1-stars. There are 2 that are 2-stars. One is Hela, the other is Enchantress. You can see the other new characters here. I was gonna do a video just to summarize the update, but I figured I could do that as I'm going through the video, or going through the character reviews. But in total, this is another very large update. We got 7 more new characters. I think our last update was also 7 characters, so in a way, it's kind of nice to see they're getting these larger updates. Though I'll admit, though, with the last update, this Doctor Strange update, there's still two characters I haven't gotten. These two here, Satana and Clea. Again, because I haven't gotten far enough in the epic quest story, but out of the other ones I can get, I just got the ancient one the other day. It did take me a while, and I feel bad because I never got it. Other than Doctor Strange, I never got around to reviews of the other characters, so maybe over the next little while, I may work in some reviews on those when there's days that there isn't anything to do a video on. I may work them in here and there, but this time we're going to get in, we're going to do reviews for all these characters. We're already close to one here, Fandrel. We're already close to him. 2 more biometrics, or at least 1 more pulling a speed character out of the daily draw, and then we'll have him. But yeah, so back to Hela. Once again, very good character. I would say she's a very good character. Would recommend getting her, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you like her? Do you hate her? If you have her, have you used her? If you're one of those guys who can rank up a character like to a 6-star once you get her, let me know what she's like. All powerful. Is she on your top team? Is a character that you would recommend to other players in the game? But yeah, so if you like that video, give the video a thumbs up. If you like stuff like that, lots of it coming out all the time. If you're looking for videos on these new characters and updates, and that we will have videos on the rest of the characters coming up shortly. As we get the characters, we will be uploading videos. And yeah, so if you like this kind of stuff, feel free to subscribe to the channel. You can also check us out on Facebook at Mr. Smiley Co. right there in the bottom right corner of your screen. But yeah, I believe that's it. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.